Well, listeners, you have joined the AEW Rewind podcast where we talk all about AEW. My name is Shawn DeLong.
And I'm Justin Bradley.
And in this episode, we're going to be talking about our predictions for AEW Double or Nothing 2020.
It's gonna be a great card.
Yeah, it's a great card we're looking at right now.
Great pay-per-view. That's unfortunate. There's no fans here because this is like their WrestleMania.
There's been a
right
lot
now.
of outside circumstances affecting the show going into it.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys know what's going on, but there's some things going on outside of
There's just some things going on right now outside in the world. But they were still able to put together a really good show with a lot of interesting and exciting matches.
Yeah, they did all this with no fans, so I mean, it's incredible to see for a new
And with
company.
and with a limited roster as well.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we saw them like their roster increase
Gradually.
as we got closer to where we're at now, but
And how
I'm
like
honestly I don't even like I don't want to say this, but I feel like I'm more excited for this card than Double or Not. I mean than Revolution. And Revolution was a pretty good card too, so I don't know.
Yeah, and we did get to see more and more members of the roster gradually increase with the change of going from the Nightmare Factory to being alive again in Daly's place.
Yeah.
So everything has gotten slower back to how it normally was, but was able to still be able to put together a quality card right now.
Yeah, I think as long as they can keep doing those live shows, I think the live appeals a lot to the fans, and I think more people tune in. And I don't know, it just feels different. We've talked about it, so hopefully, after Double or Nothing's over, they just continuously keep doing live shows, obviously in a safe way. And it'll be interesting to see the fallout following this pay-per-view on next Wednesday.
Yeah, because the only thing we know that's going to happen on Wednesday is the Battle Royal for the for number one contendership against the winner of the TNT title. So this should set up a lot of what's going to be in the future of AEW.
Yep, I'm excited.
Yep. So the first match is going to be a buy-in pre-show match between the Private Party and Best Friends.
And for a pre-show match, this is like for what most people are used to for like a pre-show kind of match. Like this is pretty good. Like I'm excited. Obviously, Private Party hasn't wrestled too much. Like since
Yeah, it's good to see them on TV again.
Yeah, they're really good. Best Friends are obviously really. They've been really good they've been really carrying the tag team division while everybody's been gone. But I think Best Friends take the win here. I mean, it's tough. I think you could make a case for Private Party, but I just think with the high that they're on, like I don't see them just losing it unless like there's an interference. Like if I don't know, if they can somehow get like that triangle involved somehow. Like I don't know because they still have some feud going on that still hasn't been settled.
Yes, I have the Best Friends winning as well, but that's because like they have been on such a roll right now that I feel like them being someone like Private Party as like probably one of their biggest wins on this win streak they've been on would really put them over as well as being able to go against Omega and Hangman Page for the titles right now. So I feel like this really would have to be that last hurdle for them.
Yeah, and I really think though that if Best Friends win, if Best Friends win this, I think they're gonna win the belts. Like I think whenever they face off for those belts, I think they're gonna win.
I can see that.
If Private Party wins, I don't know if that's gonna happen, but
You know, what I was just thinking of right now was that with Omega and Hangman, they've been having this whole thing that they were friends. Now they're having a hard time, and because Hangman's trying to distance himself from the elite, and then it'd be really ironic that they would then drop the titles to the Best Friends.
Yeah, I mean they could do that. That's something that they like. That could be like an Easter egg kind of thing. I didn't really think about that. That's kind of funny.
It'd be pretty poetic that the two that are like the most best friends are going to go against the two that are having problems.
If you remember with Nakazawa and Kenny, they were like, "We're the best friends," and then it's like, well, that they already have that name as best friends, so then they wrestled for best friends. So, but yeah, I'm looking forward to a pre-show match. So I mean, you can't really complain about that. It's gonna be a fun one.
Yeah, you can't complain about a tag team opener. It's a tried and
Yeah,
true style.
especially in a company that's known for tag team wrestling. So I mean, you're gonna get the best that they could give you.
Yeah. So then the next match that we know it's gonna be on the main card is Dustin Rhodes versus Shawn Spears. That's been set up from the SSN promo that he gave on Wednesday this week.
Yeah, this is gonna be a solid match. We kind of talked about it in our review that we did this week's Dynamite. I think it's gonna be a solid match, but I mean, honestly, they're trying to put. You can clearly see they're trying to push Spears, so I think Spears is
Yeah.
gonna win. This is gonna be kind of a filler match, but it doesn't mean it's gonna be a bad match. I just think it's pretty obvious who the winner is here.
Yeah, I have Shawn Spears winning as well and I do believe it will be kind of a filler match. And the only reason why I like it's gonna be a good match, but I believe that Spears is still gonna win just because he's one of those people that needs this win.
Yeah, I mean,
Because
Dustin Rhodes can take losses without damaging his career. I mean, he's Dustin
I mean,
Rhodes, so
yeah, it's funny you say that because the whole situation with this match is that Dustin Rhodes' career is coming to an end. So
yeah. I mean, if Dustin Rhodes wins, I'd be surprised.
I would be
Um,
surprised a little
I
bit.
would kind of be against that decision. I think you need to push Spears because he's just kind of been like sitting around. Like he's been doing good on the outside with like being a fan and stuff, but
With MJF.
yeah, I feel like it's a talent they should be utilizing
Yeah, because
more.
Spears so far he's been just kind of like I guess like treading water, just kind of going from feud to feud, going to different people.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know, he's been struggling a lot recently, so that's why I feel like he needs this win.
Yeah. Yeah, I think pretty simple here. Shawn Spears wins. Who knows? They might surprise us. Somebody might debut. Who knows? Something could
Mhm.
happen where Shawn Spears doesn't win, but I mean, I don't think he loses. I don't. It doesn't make sense if he loses here.
Mhm. Yeah, so then the next match on the show right now is one that could potentially get affected by what happened on Wednesday was Dr. Britt Baker versus Chris Statlander.
Yeah. Hopefully Britt's okay. She didn't sound good from what I'm seeing on like reports and stuff. It could be a work, but
Yeah, who
especially if
knows?
it's a knee injury, I don't think that's gonna be. She's gonna be able to wrestle at all. If it's a knee injury, obviously, if it was like a nose like she had before, she could probably do it. But I mean, who knows? If this match, let's say this match, was happening, I honestly think Britt Baker would pick up the win here,
Yeah,
uh,
I do too.
just to push her character even more. But I could see Chris Statlander winning, and it was a shame because this is a match where I could see it going both ways. So I was looking
Mhm.
forward to it. The women have definitely gotten better as we've progressed through the dynamites. So I think this would have been a fun one, but if it doesn't happen, I won't be too upset. But obviously, I wish it would be on the card.
Yeah, if this is gonna be if Britt Baker will be in this match, I think she's gonna win because she's kind of like Shawn Spears that she needs this win because she's on the cusp of getting a pretty good push and building a lot of heat in her character. So I feel like getting this win over Chris Statlander will probably help her win streak and her character in the long run.
Yeah. Um, it's unfortunate though because Baker was obviously on a high of people. She's probably one of the most over people in the women's division. So hopefully she's okay and not too banged up. And yeah.
Mhm. Hopefully she's okay, and we'll be able to keep wrestling again. But it would be believable that she did take a good knee
Yeah, I'm
problem on.
sure if it's a knee thing, she'll probably be out at least. I mean, depending on the severity, it could be a long time.
Mm. So the next match on the show would be MJF versus Jungle Boy.
Yeah, this is gonna be a fun one. I think people are really underrating this match. I think this match is gonna be very, very good.
Well,
I just think, we've seen them wrestle before, and we saw how good of a match it was, and that was just like for Dynamite. It was just like a random kind of thing, and I think this match is gonna open a lot of eyes to people to MJF, like because people always know MJF for
mhm.
talking and all that stuff. But I think a lot of people will see how good of a wrestler MJF can be, and same with Jungle Boy. So
Yeah.
I, yeah, I don't know how you feel about it, but
Yeah, I believe that this will really get over both of them, their athletic ability in this match.
Yeah, but in the end, I think MJF is going to win this match.
Yeah, because
Just they're going to keep pushing him. So
yeah,
I
because
think
MJF is gonna keep getting pushed, and also right now you can't bet against him right now because you just know like something is gonna happen. Could be from Wardlow, it could be from like whatever, but some type of someone's gonna be up the sleeves of MJF to sneak out
for
win.
sure. I mean, I'm sure we'll probably get that Luchasaurus kind of Warlow stare down again. I mean, who knows? Something.
It,
It's gonna be fun. Marco's probably gonna be out there too, so he'll probably take a bump as he's been. It'll be interesting.
I can see a MJF and Wardlow tag team match against
Jurassic.
the Jurassic Express
Yeah,
in a future match.
yeah, that'll be fun.
I could see it happening.
I think Wardlow's obviously a talent that's really. I mean, he's definitely getting over, and he's only wrestled like once or twice. So, well, 3 times, I guess. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they do there. But yeah, I think MJF wins here, and it'll be a good match. But I mean, I don't think the win will hurt Jungle Boy. I mean, the win,
No.
I don't think it'll hurt Jungle Boy at all.
Yeah, because obviously right now MJF is clearly one of the hottest wrestlers in the company right now,
Yeah,
just from the mic work
yeah.
to in ring stuff.
I mean, honestly, for me though, the Dynamites got better once he was back. Like either if it was a promo or whatever, like ever since he kind of started getting back onto the TV,
The
it
show is just
definitely,
great with him around.
yeah, it can't, yeah, it's always better.
He's just a great personality to have on the air and all that.
Yep,
From his promos to just everything. It's just great. He's fantastic.
yep,
So
salt of
next,
the earth.
yeah, so next is probably one of the hardest matches to predict for the show. Is the Casino Ladder match for a shot at the AEW World Championship. So we have Darby Allin, Cole Cabana, Orange Cassidy, Ray Phoenix, Scorpio Sky, Kip Sabian, and Frankie Kazarian, and versus Luchasaurus, and a and a mystery competitor.
Yeah, this is I can't like I'm really hyping this match up. I really hope. I mean, I'm sure it's gonna be amazing, but I mean, the people in this that can do some crazy things. I mean, there's a lot of different storylines too that they can fill in there, which is great.
Yeah,
And then there's obviously that mystery person, and as we know, there's been a lot of free agents now because of unfortunately what
mm.
happened with the cutting of the rosters. I don't know how contracts are with like the 90-day things or whatever. I don't know how long it's been since
And
they
who's
got
like
cut,
yeah, and
but
who's like available and now quarantine.
yeah. But for me, I have a bold prediction. One of my bold predictions of the night is that Brian Cage is going to be the mystery competitor. Um, he's going to. I mean, for those of you who don't know, he's just a beast. Like he's another big guy but he's a big
That
guy
guy's
that's
crazy.
mobile, crazy guy. He was in Lucha Underground. He was in TNA. He's been all over the place, and he's been champions. He's been like top of the roster at like every company he's been in. So I think for a match that's worth a AEW shot, I think Brian Cage would fit perfectly with that. And I think you could shoot him up to the top of the roster, and I think there wouldn't be any second guessing. And I think he comes in. I think he wins this. That's my prediction.
Yeah, and you're talking about like how many stories are going into this match because like there is a lot going on because you have Darby Allin is like him trying to get victories now. You have Cole Cabana trying to prove himself. You got Orange Cassidy with him being
Phoenix.
with Ray Phoenix, and then you have Scorpio Sky and Frankie Kazarian, and he might get into some stuff with Luchasaurus and maybe Kip Sabian and Ray Phoenix because they've all been kind of feuding together.
Yeah, there's just so many different like ways you could go, but I really think this mystery competitor is going to be a debut. It has to be.
Yeah, I believe it's going to be one as well. Well, I believe it could be that, but what I have is I have Scorpio Sky winning, and the mystery person I think it could be is Jeff Cobb.
I would
Just
love that too. I just I don't know if I don't know. I could see it. I wouldn't hate it. I'd be really excited if he was the person, but I don't know.
it was like what you said that he has been said to be going to another event, like he's scheduled to be on another show eventually.
They said Cody said he was scheduled for a few more, matches with AEW because that's how the contract was. But obviously, with this whole thing, um, this whole Corona thing, who knows how that affected that. But he's in the United States, so he could easily come over. He's no travel ban. Um, yeah, I would love that too.
No,
But
I could potentially seeing Brian Cage as well, just because, like you said about talked about earlier, that he's been a free agent and he isn't like he's been not hasn't been, he hasn't been saying anything about being signed anywhere or anything recently.
yeah, he has a lot of friends in AEW, so I mean, it would make sense. It was rumored in the winter that he was signed with AEW, but then his family was like on Twitter yelling, "No, he's not." Like, blah, blah, like we know what he's doing, but like that could obviously be a work. He did have surgery, but he was recently cleared to wrestle like a couple weeks ago, so he's good to go. So that's why it's my prediction. I mean, who knows? It could be a guy like Drew Gulak. That would be fun too. I
I
mean,
don't know.
I don't think you can really go wrong with this if it's a debut, as long as it's not like somebody that's already on the roster. So
Yeah, I have Scorpio Sky just winning because I feel like leading up to this, he has been like he's been promoted a lot. Like with the he had that whole series of vignettes about his past and how he was getting into wrestling and what he wants to do currently with his career. So I feel like that just like how they've been building him up, I feel like could it could launch him with this ladder match that he's in.
there's a couple people in here without the mystery competitor that I could see winning. I think one storyline to watch here is Darby Allin. I think he's gonna continue to make mistakes. I think he's gonna try and do too much like Daredevil stuff, which is awesome for
That's
us.
true.
I think he's gonna do another thing that'll cost a lot, like cost a shot at the championship. And obviously, it's not like he's losing much. It's a big like you could get out of that because there's 9 people in here, so you could easily do that and not affect his character at all. It would build it. I feel like.
Mhm.
I don't think Colt Cabana wins it. I could honestly. I mean, I don't want to say that, but Orange Cassidy could maybe win it. I don't. I could see it. I wouldn't be
That
surprised.
I could see it, but that could be a quite a long shot. I do like to say
Like
that.
kind of like they kind of stole. I just think Orange Cassidy's gonna have a spot where he's just like standing up there trying to reach for it without even getting on the ladder. Um, but yeah, and then Ray Phoenix, I don't think he'll win just because he's tag team. Scorpio, definitely an option. Kip Sabian, I don't think. And then Kazarian and Luchasaurus, I could both see winning because I could see them doing Kazarian's final run as like a singles guy because he's kind of getting
Mm.
up there in age. So who knows? There's a lot of different options they could go.
Yeah, then can be probably one of the most entertaining matches on the whole card,
Yeah.
just based on the action that's gonna be happening in the ring. Because all these guys can do some crazy spots with the ladders.
Yeah, for sure. I'm excited. I mean, once they announced this, I pop for ladder matches. So, this is the first one other than the tag match, between the Lucha Brothers and then Young Bucks over the summer. But this is the first ladder match that they've done like this.
Yeah, multi-person ladder matches when especially with there's like people in the match that has a lot of high flying ability it usually is the most excitement for me.
Yeah, and one quick thing to note, I'm interested to see how I'm sure they're gonna have a different set because it's double or nothing, but I'm interested
Yeah.
to see what it kind of looks like. And I don't think the barriers are gonna be that close to the ring, especially with
Mm.
the ladder match going on. So it'll be interesting to see the setup.
I believe they're gonna have like the those like poker chips that they had for like the previous shows. They probably have those on the side.
Yeah.
Probably again like they did at the other show.
Yep.
So then after this we have probably one of the other most exciting matches that'll probably have the most entertainment value coming out of it from the action standpoint. We have Matt Hardy and the Elite versus the Inner Circle in the Stadium Stampede match.
Yeah, and this is, I mean, we saw what the street fight did, with
This
just
could
4
go
people.
anywhere.
Yeah. It's gonna be nuts. Sammy's probably gonna die again. It's something's gonna happen. I think Inner Circle win here. I think Hangman Page does something stupid. Costs the team the win, and it doesn't hurt them. They're the elite. Matt Hardy, like and it would soften their loss if Pat Page left them in the dust kind of thing, because then it's like uneven, so it's not their fault. And I mean, my prediction: Inner Circle wins. What do you have to say about it?
Yeah, I believe the Inner Circle could win, but I could really believe that the Elite would win as well. But I believe the Inner Circle will probably be the one who's going to walk out
Yeah.
winning this match.
There is okay. So this is kind of my prediction to this match. I think Inner Circle win, but I think something happens after the match. If
Yeah, that's
you've
possible.
noticed, people are kind of conspiracy, and I've kind of noticed it too. Is what is Chris Jericho carrying around?
A bat.
And who is known for carrying a bat around? That's pretty well known. It would
Are
be
you are you
it would be
telling me it's?
Sting,
Yeah, that's what I thought you were gonna say, and
yeah.
I don't.
And he's a free agent. I mean, he's not under anybody's contract. It's pretty much heavily reported he's coming to WWE. I mean to AEW. Sorry. I think I could see it. This is what I'm picturing. I'm picturing Sting at the top of the stadium. The spotlight's on him, holding the bat. Points down to Chris Jericho. Boom. You have Chris Jericho versus Sting
But
going into whatever paper. You
I
could
don't.
build that up.
All right. Okay.
That's my story. That's my fairy tale, whatever you want to call it. That's my dream scenario.
All right. Being realistic here. I don't really know if that actually happens. I probably would go crazy, but I know recently because the last time he wrestled was against Seth Rollins, and he hurt his back because of that, and that was basically what ended him from wrestling.
Yeah.
So
I mean, if he's cleared, I think okay, so my thing is I don't want him wrestling anybody else other than like Chris Jericho because they're both older.
that's
They kind of work
understandable.
the same. I think they could have a good match, but I don't think he would have a good match with any of the other people. The only person I want Sting
No.
to have a match with is Chris Jericho. And yeah, I could just picture. I would go nuts. Like Sting at the top of the Jag Stadium with spotlight on him, holding the bat with his face paint, pointing down his bat at Jericho, and then you just go from there, go into All Out or whatever that next. Yeah, I think it's All Out in August. That's what you could build all summer. Have a feud of, and the one thing is, AEW. I mean, all wrestling's kind of struggling with ratings, and Sting would immediately bring ratings back for AEW.
That's true. That's true.
I think it's just a no-brainer. I feel like I don't know. I'm talking myself into this, but that's my if that would happen, I would go nuts.
That would blow me away if that would actually happen, but I don't know. There's part of me that doesn't believe that's gonna happen, but
Who knows?
I don't.
I just think if he's gonna be with anybody, it would have to. I mean, Chris Jericho is just like the no-brainer, like for me.
But yeah,
And he's
what I
back
do
on
know is this
TNT.
match is gonna be. I do know that this match is gonna be crazy because it's supposed to start like a ring in the 50-yard line of the stadium, and then after that they can pretty much go anywhere after that.
Yeah,
So
and
I
I'm
feel like
sure
there's gonna be many exciting.
that ring's hardly gonna be used. Like
That ring is not gonna get used. It's gonna get used in the very beginning, and then after that, it's probably not gonna get used at all.
Yeah.
One idea, because we have Matt Hardy in this match. Do you think they're gonna be the fireworks gonna see a return, like the Roman
I'm thinking
candles?
they're going all out, just everything they want to do. They're just gonna do it.
Yeah, we've seen them use in the street fight like a week ago. Them use like a week or two ago. It was use like scissor lifts,
Yeah.
golf carts,
I do know that they have a
bags of
zip line.
ice.
I do know that they have a zip line at the Jag Stadium, or they do, because that's how their mascot comes in. They could do something crazy. I don't know, but
They could go anywhere in that stadium. They could go crazy.
and it's Tony Khan Stadium. He can do whatever he wants.
That's true. It is Tony Khan Stadium, so he can give them full leverage to do whatever they want.
Yeah.
And also, we've seen that like the arena, the football field has been like set up that has like the elite and like an end zone. I think like it's probably gonna say like the inner circle and the other end zone, and
Yeah, that would be sick.
they can have fun with like the Titantrons on the sides. It could be a really cool visuals as well in this.
It'll be interesting to see how the fans work for this, because They could on it, dude. Like, do you think they could do like they could continue the match throughout the night, or no? Do you think that would kind of be like annoying? Like, do you
I
think they could start it and then take you back to another match, and then they're still going at it or something? Like, do you
I
think
don't
it's
know if it's gonna do that. Like it might be just one straight match, just gonna go on for a bit. But I think it's gonna be probably one of the longest matches on the show
yeah,
because it's gonna go whatever they go in that
yeah? I feel like
stadium.
it's gonna be one. It might drag a little bit, like a little, but once they start to get crazy, like spots after spots, then it'll get really fun. But I'm expecting to be a little not bored, but just waiting, for something to
Yeah,
happen.
it could drag just a little bit, but I think because of how many people are in this match at a time, I think it could have there can always be something happening.
For sure.
So moving on to the first title match of the show, we have the AEW Women's Championship, Nyla Rose versus Hikaru Shida, and it's a no DQ, no count out match.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun one. I see my thing straight up. It's just like this is a tough one because you could have Nyla Rose, but she just like you don't think she's gonna lose because she just won the belt and she's hardly been on TV. You know, I mean, like she's hardly had a reign. Like she's been held the title, but she hasn't like been on
Mhm.
TV that much because of this whole thing. But like they've really been building up Sheeta, so like you could have her win, and then it would be like she could eat like I don't know. I have Sheeta winning, I believe. Let me double check.
Yeah, you have Shida
Yeah,
winning.
I have Sheeta winning this, so that's where I'm going. I could honestly see it go either way though, but yeah.
Yeah, I have Nyla winning, but this is kind of because of at like a in the back standpoint, she's only even had like one match. Has she ever defended the title previously? I don't think she had.
Nyla never did. I don't think Nyla ever defended it because no, she defended it against Chris Statlander at Revolution, didn't
Oh
she?
right, yeah, she did.
Yeah,
And
and
I
then
feel
she
like
won. And that match came right after the tag match of the Young Bucks, and it was just kind of like, I mean, like, how are you gonna top
yeah,
that
you
match?
can't really top that match. I just feel like currently they I think they're gonna give Nyla this win just because it just thinks that she hasn't been on air for a month and she hasn't been able to really defend the title on air and be in many matches on TV. That I feel like
It's
just to keep her going is just to have her win the title, defend
it's
it.
tough. I don't. I mean, do you think you could see a women debut here because it's no DQ, no count out? Like, I don't know. I'm trying to think outside
I
the
don't know.
box because
I don't think so.
I just don't know. What they could do here that would justify a loss. Like, I don't know. I feel like I don't know.
Because I could just feel like the final spot of the match for Nyla to win is probably gonna be a beast bomb through a table.
Yeah. See, the thing is, didn't Nyla go through the table at the last show, like the last on Wednesday?
Um,
Or no, yeah, she did. Or no, did she get sent? I forget.
I don't remember.
I think she was put into a table. So, I mean, normally how they do it is like the person who gets like who goes down at the end wins. But I don't know. It's AEW. It's
It's
kind of
AEW.
different.
They can do whatever they want.
Yeah, I honestly, I don't know. Now that I'm thinking about it, I could see Nyla Rose winning, but I'm still gonna stick with Sheeta, and that's all. I mean, I don't know what else to say. It's a tough one.
Yeah, it's a tough one just because Nyla Rose is much more fitted for these no DQ matches that it's kind of hard to bet against her.
I honestly think somebody's gonna. I could see somebody showing up. I don't know who that would be, but I could see some shenanigans going on.
Yeah, I know that we've been talking a lot about like debuts happening, but that's just because like we're currently at a time where there's so many people like becoming free agents that it just feels like someone's gonna get taken up a lot now because we're at the main
And
show.
they need ratings. I mean, they're around like 700,000, which isn't the best right now. They've been lower than that. Um, but they're trying to get some more like appeal to the TV side of things.
Hmm.
And that's why I thought Brian Cage would do numbers, and then Sting. Like, I mean, I don't know. They could be smart about it.
But I don't think there'll be too many debuts. I think maybe one or two, but I don't really think there'll be too many.
Yeah, I don't know. I could see them either doing a crazy bunch of debuts or like not like a crate, but like two, maybe three, or just like
Maybe.
one. Like I think there's gonna be at least one because of the
Yeah, I
ladder.
believe someone has to debut at the show.
Yeah.
So moving on to the next match, we have the AEW TNT Championship between Cody and Lance Archer.
And this is gonna be something else. I'm
Yes,
telling
and both managers are gonna be at ringside, and Mike Tyson's gonna be debuting the TNT title.
it's gonna be hot. I don't even know. I'm speechless. Like honestly, this match is gonna be crazy. I already know it will be. You got Mike Tyson factor now, who's gonna be roaming around. They said the stadium. Who knows what that means? Um, Jake. There's so many like big names in this match, like affiliated. Not like I mean, actually Cody's in the match, but like surrounding this match. It's gonna be fun. Cody's storytelling's always good. I'm sure we still have not heard from Cody yet. Like after that, and I know that
Yep.
they're doing a TNT special on Friday for like
Yes.
going into Dynamite or going into the pay per view, which they did for Revolution. I think we're gonna hear a crazy Cody promo, and
Yeah, because we're recording this before Friday.
yeah.
But yeah, I believe on that show, like the countdown to Double or Nothing, I believe they'll probably have something from Cody.
Oh,
Because
for sure.
the only other time we've seen him do anything was that when he came in on his like truck.
Which was something else,
It
but
was it was alright. It was whatever.
I mean, it definitely looked better on paper than what they thought it would. So yeah, but I think, oh yeah, my prediction. I think Lance Archer wins. I think Cody just eats another loss and doesn't lose anything at all. Because it's
Yeah,
Cody
Lance
Rhodes.
Archer I think is gonna win this.
You think Cody's gonna win? You said?
No, I think Lance Archer is gonna win.
Yeah, we're kind of similar with all these predictions, except for like the ladder match, and all that, and
The AEW Women's Championship.
yeah. But I just think, I mean, Cody could win. I wouldn't be upset, but I think Lance just has to win. I feel like, and
Yeah,
it might be a little dirty. Who knows what's gonna happen with
because
that?
he's been on such a good run right now, and I
You
feel
don't
like
just
this is what he has to get rewarded for all this what he's been doing.
Yeah, and I just think it makes too much sense, and then you can go from there. Obviously, you have that battle royale next week for I mean the week following this. So I don't know. It'll be interesting, like I said, but I just think it's gonna be a fun match. I think this will go down as one of the best matches of 2020 so far in all of wrestling, and I'm looking forward to it. And it's crazy. I keep saying I'm looking forward to all these matches, and it's just like we keep going, and we still have one more to go. So talk
Yeah.
about. So this whole show is gonna be crazy, and yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it'll be fun having Lance Archer as the champion.
Oh, for
Just see
sure.
him beating up everybody.
Yeah, easily. You could do like a U.S. title challenge kind of thing, but with that,
Or just calls it like I can see him do this thing where like he just always has the title on the line and he just beats everybody.
yeah, I mean, I could see that. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see where they go once Lance wins, because like, where do you go from there? Obviously, the battle royale, but it'll be interesting to see who wins that.
Yeah.
Assuming Lance Archer wins. I mean, Cody's been taking a lot of losses. I don't even remember the last time he's won like on a pay-per-view. Was it All Out maybe with Shawn Spears? I don't even know. Because
That's
he
true,
lost
because he
Full
lost the
Gear.
Revolution. Yeah, he won at wait, he
He
lost at
lost
Full Gear
against
because of
Jericho because
MJF.
MJF threw in the towel.
It's just because Cody has a really good ability of putting people over.
Yeah, and the thing is, no matter what happens, like whenever fans come back, Cody's gonna get pops every
Of
time. Like it
course.
doesn't matter. Like Cody's still gonna be over. So, yeah.
Yeah, because of course it's Cody. Like he'll always get put over, and like he'll always be looked at as this great guy that everyone cheers for.
Yeah, for sure. It'll be crazy, man. I'm looking forward. That's probably this and the ladder match I've said are probably my two favorites, and then obviously the Stampede match and MJF and Jungle Boy. Like those are like my top four right there.
Because like Cody is like because he's like he's one of the heads of the company. I can see a reason why he's been taking a lot of losses recently.
Yeah,
Because
I get it.
as an owner, like he want to make everybody else look good.
See, I like Cody a lot. I'm not like one of those guys where like the diehard fans like like I'm not one of those guys, but like I like Cody. And I won't be like I'm really upset if he loses
Mm,
because he's putting somebody over.
yeah. So the main event of the show is going to be for the AEW World Championship is the champion Jon Moxley versus Mr. Brody Lee.
Isn't it crazy though that we talked about all this and the actual title for this show? We're like, this is like the last thing we're talking about, and all the good matches before this. Like, it's crazy to me. But
Mm,
this is like for the title. But I think they really pinned themselves into a corner with this. I don't know how
I
else.
believe so too.
See, the thing is, I don't. Recently though, with the recent shows, I've kind of been more towards it. Like, I feel like it's not going to be as bad for either competitor, whoever loses. Because I mean, in reality, Moxley could still lose, and he could still be like, people
Mm,
would still love him. Like, there's no problem. But I don't think he's gonna lose. I think Moxley wins here. But
yeah.
uh, I think it's see. I've been saying this. This match is either gonna be really good. It's not gonna be good at all. But I think it'll be pretty good. That's my hope.
Yeah,
Uh,
I feel like that's how it'll be too. It's either gonna be good or it's gonna be bad. That's
like I don't
really.
think there's an in between at all. Um,
I
yeah.
believe Moxley's gonna win this as well,
The
and he's
only
gonna get
way
his title back.
the only way to get out of this would be for like an interference of some sort.
Yeah.
Like again, who knows? Could be a new Dark Order member. I don't even know. I mean, I'm just spitting out, surprises here and there, but uh who knows? They could do something like that. That's the way they could go out of it because I think if someone takes a clear pin, I don't think it'll be good.
Yeah,
I
it's like
think
all because like also like I don't know. It's like there's just something with like I don't know. Brody Lee's been like launched into this situation, and he's been like having himself as like this big leader of the Dark Order. So it's just real tough that they threw him into this championship match right away.
yeah, I really don't know where else they could have just gave I don't know. I just don't know where else they could have gone like realistically with this, and I think they just kind of I don't know. It's two big names. It's obviously Double or Nothing. Like two names that will draw people in. Um,
And the
I
thing
don't
is
know.
that like this is probably one of the matches that I'm like I don't have as much as an interest in.
Which is
I will say
crazy because it's just for like the
yeah, it's
title.
for the world championship, and I feel like I'm more excited for like the ladder match or the stadium stampede or
Cody Lance
yeah.
or MJF or Jungle Boy. Like I don't know. I'm honestly like more excited for Private Party and Best Friends, for being honest. But again, I don't think I'm excited for this match, but I just don't. I just feel like the obvious winner would be Mox, but they could do something crazy. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like they should have like I don't know, maybe play into their history just a tad bit more or
Yeah.
something because
Again, they
I
were
don't know.
limited with what they had. Obviously, Mox
Hmm.
didn't come until those last couple of weeks here, but I don't know. Again, I think Mox wins here. I don't know how it's gonna happen. I don't have any wild predictions for this. The only thing I could think of is a new Dark Order member shows up, but I don't think they even win. I don't know. I
Yeah, 'cause
what I could see
there's
them.
also like
Wait, what are you gonna say?
there's also this thing about like how Brody Lee has been carrying around the AEW World Title from like the past 2 weeks now, and I feel like it'd just be really one-sided if he stole the title and then still won as well.
Yeah,
Like
the
I've never.
one way I could see them being a positive if Brody loses, if he just goes insane and like just starts like beating up all the like if he just starts like freaking out on all of the creepers or something.
Mhm.
I think that's the route you have to go where he just gets really frustrated. But
Yeah, because it's just tough for Brody Lee to take a loss of already.
yeah, it's a tough one. And it sucks, but we're here and we'll have to see what they do. I'm not really kind of expecting the worst yet because it's AEW. They always have something going on, something up their sleeve that
They should be able to turn it around after.
yeah. I'm not really too concerned, but I just, I was pretty excited when Luke Harper was a free agent and then I was feeling he was going to AEW like not like without a doubt. Um so yeah, it's kind of sad to see it be this way, but it is what it is kind of thing.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So
I
yeah, it's
think
all
Mox wins.
yeah. We think Mox is gonna win as well. So those are all the matches for AEW Double or Nothing 2020. Should be a fun show.
Yeah, I can't. Like I said, I keep saying I can't wait. I just wish it would get here faster. This week's honestly been really slow compared to most.
Hmm.
I don't know. It's probably because of this, but I'm excited. Obviously, AEW has been a good distraction for all of for any of. I'm assuming if you're a wrestling fan, if you're listening to this, but for any of us wrestling fans, who've been stuck in quarantine. So happy
Yeah.
that AEW is here.
Yep. And it should create some new, stuff, something to talk about in the midst of all the coronavirus pandemic right now and all the uh, quarantining going on.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so we should be recording the reactions to the show probably Sunday or Monday-ish.
Yeah, somewhere
Um,
around there.
yeah, so make sure you tune in for that when it comes up. My name's Shawn Long.
I'm Justin Bradley.
Make sure you tune in for Double or Nothing this Saturday, and stay tuned for the reactions coming up.